Oh my god, he's so cute! Look at his little creamsicle ears! He's adorable! Alright guys, today we are playing Memento Beyond the Void. This game, you will not believe the trials and tribulations I went to make this game work. It took me short of 3 hours to get this game to install. It's notoriously difficult to install. It has very specific requirements, and even if you have those requirements, sometimes it just doesn't work. But yesterday I did test this game for about 2-ish hours in a test stream, just to make sure like we wouldn't be cutting out like midstream, like somehow the game didn't load all the way through when I installed it, but it seems to be pretty good. The English patch was probably the hardest thing to install in this game. I definitely had to do it twice because another issue with this game, it is from 2006. Most people are not like upkeeping links with this game, especially like English patches and stuff. Because for a Nitro Chiral game, this game is quite old. I know a lot of people want to play this, a lot of people want to see footage of it, a lot of people want to see reactions to it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. Alright. I did play this game like maybe like 12 years ago. I remember certain characters, I don't remember the plot at all. But I know there's like Catboys and Devils and like a sickness, I believe. But yeah, let's get into it and hope this works correctly. Because knowing how this game is, it probably is not going to. Alright, let's start. Oh, also, I am going to be narrating parts of this game. There is voice acting. There is a lot of voice acting. This game is very, very long. There's multiple routes. And I believe there is one route that itself is at least like 40 or 50 hours on average. So we are going to be in this game for the long run. Assuming copyright doesn't strike. Nitro Chiral games are notorious for copyright. We are going to do our best to avoid that. But yeah, let's go. Start. I'm not going to be narrating the more explicit bits though, but we will definitely not be getting into that for quite a while. And also with this game, I am not really going to be responding to chat much today just because it's a visual novel. Even if the world killed you, I would not forget you. Okay, I don't think it continues until I click. Oh wait, yeah, I'm not going to be responding much to chat today just because it's a visual novel. And it's very hard to talk to chat and read at the same time. 2 hands and feet with 5 digits on each. I can stand and walk on my 2 feet. A god sang this song. I will be greeting people. Hey Shordash, what is up? Like, I'll probably just be greeting people in chat today, but I do want to focus on this narration. His wife was Rebecca, with wings, a tail, and ears. She laid a rainbow egg. But the dazzling rainbow egg reflected too much sunlight and made Rebecca avert her eyes. And the egg fell, it hit a cloud and shattered. Clouds aren't made of solid, game. Definitely hoping I have the right screen for this game too, that's also kind of finicky. From inside the egg came a seed that was awoken by Rebecca's song. Is that his singing? It bloomed and spread over the ground. Cute. Rebecca sang the song in the beginning. This is the story of the beginning. Okay, cute. I know this game is very pretty though. It was the song at the beginning being sung. The singing cats conjured a melody along with his words. Whose words? Oh, the singing cat, okay. His voice came like a brook of water, and sometimes swelled like an intense flame. Cats who passed by were stopped in their tracks and chanted, Cute. They forgot the daily clamor and savored the intoxication for just one moment. Also, okay, I'll say it after. The strings of the lute were plucked by his nails crystal clear. Okay, we have to press click to continue. Just one more thing, you cannot full screen this game. So sorry for the kind of like awkward, Twitch background. Well, we're gonna make it work. Oh, I hope Mira's big ass head isn't blocking things. Let's just move her real quick. Perfect. I don't want her big ass head blocking the words. Alright, let's see. The sounds it made poured forth and meshed with the song he sang, overflowing and sparkling around the poet. The poet? Interesting. Cat sat down on the road and listened to the poet. Brilliantly, the earth seemed to fade, and they received the light that gently descended onto them. It's like their creation myth. Cute. The remnants of the light drifted, glittering in the air. I'm trying to keep an eye on Mira, making sure her big ass head doesn't block any words. Voice, sound, light. Can fortunate meetings such as these really happen? Potentially. We'll see, maybe 40 hours from now. Can such fluttering hearts truly meet by chance? Maybe. A blissful smile graced the cat's lips. Let us savor it. That's one way to say it. Now is the time to share our joy. This is not a joyful game, that much I remember. It's a very dark game. As the green scenery faded into the sunlight. The poet sang on. I almost said the Pope. Alright. It is a fragile beauty before it is released to its end. The song in the beginning is about the sadness, courage, and ferocity of the world. Strange creation. There we go, there's the awesome opening. I remember him. I remember you. I remember him, I remember Mondo. Oh, there's my boy. I do remember that. Memento. Beyond the Void. God, I love this game. Such a cool opening for a game from 2006. Wish I knew what it said though. They definitely did not translate that. God, what other BL games existed in 2006? Maybe take out on Mochi? I do want to do that one eventually too, but it's also a pain and stuff. Not as hard as Memento. Memento takes multiple hours to install if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, you're the guy whose route takes 50 hours, I'm pretty sure. I cosplayed him before. That mask was a horrible choice to wear. Oh, I like him. He's like a Pokemon. He's like a gym leader. Honestly, all these demons kind of look like Pokemon gym leaders. Oh, you're cool. So, elemental maybe? I'm seeing like greens and fires and ice. What the heck would the yellow guy be though? Maybe it's like plague or something? I don't know. Maybe like thunder, I don't know. Alright, game. Let's go. There we go. I always get nervous when the screen is black. A world on the brink of death. This world is beautiful. Once again, guys, I am not going to be looking at chat that much during the stream, just because there's a big difference between doing a visual novel versus, like, playing, like, an actual, like, game, and, like, looking at chat while you're doing that. There's a lot of talking in this game, and I don't think it's going to be wise to respond to chat that much in this, like I usually do, though. Because everything is a lie. Okay, Edgeworth. Everything will die soon. I mean, relatively speaking, are we talking about a mayfly or like a tortoise? The forest in which the leaves grow thickly, vividly. Ooh, pretty. The warm light that shines down. The colorful flowers that bloom everywhere. Beneath the clear blue sky. What is this moving? Like a little leaf? Cute. All of this. It's a lie. Okay. I guess it's a lie. Why would it all be a lie? This world is now attacked by the void. End is near. So it is beautiful. Captain Sludgy. Their things shine their brightest before death. My god. I'm reading the end of my cooking my death. Rent the sky open? I have never heard that word before. And not a word I've heard used this sky. An ear-splitting scream echoed through the village. From the sky, dark as night, rain poured down to the ground, hoping this rain is not too loud. The cats could only tremble and try to endure. Their ears drew back, their tails drooped listlessly, and their thirst didn't end. Lamplight flickered in their rooms, casting creeping shadows on the walls and floors. On the village road, a cat soaking wet ran without cease. Sorry about this. Just had to check my audio. His quick feet splashed quietly in the water. He said nothing about where he was going and just ran onward. A bag swung over his shoulder, absorbed the water, and became discolored. It began to droop heavily, even though there wasn't much inside. I could droop it now. Wet tail was also heavy. It was rare and unusual to be aware that even existed, and now he thought about how troublesome it was becoming. The rain kept pounding. It chilled him to the marrow, and he wanted to return home soon, to dive into his warm bed and go to sleep. I mean, bro, you're gonna be soaked to the bone. Rough. Hey, you cute cat boy. When the sky shone brightly white, bright white, a cat running to the village was silhouetted in black. The night moon was shrouded in darkness and could not be seen. Interesting. The running cat finally reached the house, opened the door, and hurried inside. Cozy house, except you're soaking wet. When he closed the door behind him, the sound of rain and thunder seemed to become distant, empty. The water dripping from his body wet the floor. The cat, Kanoe, shook his head, scattering droplets of water to the walls and furniture. Oh, there we go. There's some voice acting. Oh man, we're almost dark. Oh man, I'm gonna be doing so much voice acting in this, or talking in this. You know, he tossed his bag aside, not concerned that he'd gotten everything wet. Cozy house. He drew a leaf out of a drawstring bag, which stood by the door. Kanoe put the leaf into a small dish on a shelf, wherein a small puddle of water was contained. Okay. A hazy light spread through the room. Cute. That reminds me of, Cresselia from Pokemon, like the weird, like, glowy light. It wasn't much, being so dim, but at least it was no longer as dark. So they don't have electricity then. He wanted to use fire as little as he could. Okay, they definitely don't have electricity. Kanoe didn't like using fire often. Instead, he used the guiding leaf. Oh, yeah, it's not from Pokemon. What? There is another series that uses, like, guiding leaves, like light leaves. The leaf stored up light from the day moon, and when soaked in water, weakly emitted that light again. Was it Avatar: The Last Airbender, maybe? Not quite sure. On pitch dark, rainy days like these, the guiding leaves would shine. They guide the cats that lost their way, and hence got their name. Cute. His home was illuminated with a faint light. If 3 cats aside entered his home, it would be filled to capacity. It looks like there's more than enough room in there for maybe, like, 6 though. One right there, one right there. One right there, one right there, one right there. I am glad my cursor is actually showing on here though. A small shelf, a pot, and a barrel, each for food and water. Wait. Cats eat meat though. Are you like preserving the meat? There was only the bare necessities in the simple house. Cute. It's like cozy home though. After he began to feel at ease again, Kanoe finally laid down on his bed. The cloth was warm to the touch and he began to purr instinctively. Doesn't he still have wet clothes on, or did I skip over him taking them off? Kanoe removed his shoes and took the sword from his belt. Then took off his... Oh, there we go. Then took off his coat and tossed it aside. Okay. I thought he was like getting to bed then taking them off. Cats like Kanoe, from a race called Rebecca, no longer had much in common with their ancestors. Wait. Cats like Kanoe, from a race. Are there like another cat race? That seems to be implying that there's more than one. Interesting. Although the Rebecca no longer had fur on their bodies like their ancestors did, they retained the need to groom the fur on their ears and tails, and the hair and skin on their arms. He carefully looked his damp fur. Cute! Like a little cat boy! With his rough tongue acting like a brush, Kanoe groomed for a while. They get hairballs, I bet, don't they? Still purring. Oh, they purr! His ears twitched in response to the thunder that occasionally echoed. That's so cute! The tip of his tail was wet and had begun to become a bit matted. Using his teeth, he untangled the fur, then used his hand to carefully clean his ears. Oh my god, he used his hand as a little washcloth. I love kitty stuff. While licking his fingers, Kanoe turned his gaze to the window. Rain still poured outside. He'd heard a scream outside earlier. Whose scream was it? We'll never know. We'll see. This time, someone had probably been eaten. What? One by one, cats were disappearing. I thought it was the demons at the beginning. It's only a logical answer. It was not the Okay then. It was not the doing of devils or demons. Well, fuck me, I guess. But of the other cats of the village, it had become natural these days they're eating each other. Yeah, this game is like, you dumb bitch. No, of course not devils or demons. Other cats, who else would it be? Oh my god, he's so cute! Look at his little creamsicle ears! He's adorable! He's a sweet boy! Worrying about it won't help anything, he muttered. Oh wait, I don't gotta narrate his stuff. Okay. He muttered, trying to fend off these dark thoughts. Okay, so I'm just gonna let them talk and then I'll do the narration after, unless it's like explicit shit. Explicit? God, I can't say the word right. But I don't think that comes until much later, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. There was not a thing anyone could do. This was the erosion caused by the void. No one could stop it. The void. They've been in the Deltarune fan with it too long. Alright. I just have to occasionally, like, check on my, like, actual, Twitch stream. Just to make sure it's, like, actually in the picture still. Kanoe noticed the bag he'd thrown to the floor. It was empty, though. He began to open it up with his one claw. Okay, you said it was empty at the beginning. The bag was wet and now began to shrink, so its contents were You said there was nothing in it! Lying game. He checked inside. It contained nuts, grass root, and medicinal herbs he'd obtained when he'd gone out to hunt. Just those kinds of things. You said it was empty. Nuts and berries were favorite foods of my cats. Are they... Okay, I'm a bit confused. Like, are they like half human, half cat? Or... Cats are carnivores. So they're eating other cats, but they're also eating nuts and berries. Okay. Strange. And their bodies could thrive even without eating for several days. Therefore, there weren't many times when a cat felt like a lack of food was troubling. And why are they eating each other? Riddle me this, you scandalous bitch. That didn't mean that they didn't need to eat some meat, though. Okay. Game also proved me wrong again, then. I gotta stop speaking before the game is, like, actually telling me stuff. But now, hunting for meat was difficult. The forest in the village. Karu? I'm gonna say Karu. Are being attacked by the Void. The Void? The Void? Third time, the Void! The Void? The Void. The Void? Yes, the Void. It was such a mysterious phenomenon. Apparently it had begun around the time Kanoya was born. This kid was treating me like an idiot. It's like, yes, the Void. A young female cat who had entered the forest to gather herbs had first noticed the Void. When she returned to the village, her hand was stained a deep red. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I like the color change. Tears falling onto her fingers, she said. I didn't pick the herbs. I didn't touch them. Something like a knife cut my fingers. Wait a minute, how? You didn't touch them, then how did it cut your fingers? At first, no one understood what she meant. Yeah, I don't understand what she means either. There was a plant called blade grass. So called because its long, thin leaves could cut one's fingers if you were not careful. I believe that's a real thing. Isn't it called, like, elephant grass or something? Like, the sides are just, like, serrated or something? The cat Sakaru thought she had tried to pick blade grass by accident. No one took her seriously. This is why you take women seriously, you fucking quads. This potentially could have been all avoided if they'd taken her seriously. Who could have guessed it would become such a nightmare? I mean, the woman, obviously. It's what you get for not believing the women. Eventually, the other cats began to experience the same thing. There we go! Soon, every living thing in the forest became dangerous to touch. Nothing physically seemed off about the forest. But the plants, the birds, the bugs and butterflies, none can be touched as if they rejected the cats. Oh, that's not like that. As if matter itself had been rejected by reality. That is a terrifying concept. My god. Can you imagine if, like, everything in the world just started rejecting humans? Like, we couldn't eat grain, we couldn't hunt, we couldn't, like, touch any plants, we couldn't step on grass. We potentially couldn't drink water, because I have no idea if this... I'm assuming it doesn't affect water, because you can't survive without water. Who knows? But, yeah, it's a terrifying concept. Cats were rejected by the earth. I mean, that's what you get for not listening to the woman. She told you. All breathing things in the forest seem to no longer be compatible with them. Mother Nature is pissed at you. Touching them caused pain and left cuts. Interesting. So it's not visible? Then how did they know where the Void is? Even the fruit they used to eat began to reject them. That's scary. But this could, like, be the plot of, like, a horror novel, honestly. Just everything in the earth starts to reject humans. But it did not happen all at once. Oh, it's gradual. Ooh, a map! I love a good map. Like a sickness that destroyed a body from within. The Void slowly crept from the edges into the center of the country of Sisa, cornering the cats. Oh, so where is Sisa? Edges of the center. Oh! I wonder if it's like circular. So it'd be like down here? And then I'm assuming? Maybe it's just going like that. Interesting. Oh, edges! I didn't realize there was multiple. Okay. Oh, so it's surrounding them. Okay, I get it. I thought it was like just down here. The Void had not reached the center yet, but the area where Kanoya was located was breathing its last breath. Huh, interesting. So it's coming in at all sides. But if that's true, then why don't you just go up or down? And avoid, up or down to avoid that. all he could do was search the forest for places untouched by the void to try and find some food. I thought the void was invisible, though. Maybe I'm misremembering that? I know there's a way to, like, go back in this, but I'm not quite sure how. Mice and birds were now dangerous and constantly moving. Wait a minute. So are the mice and birds affected too? Maybe escaping from a forest that had already fallen to the void. What? Okay, so it's not just affecting cats then. Alright, interesting. Did not think of that. Cats who attacked them were paralyzed with pain. Some even died. Oh shit, I didn't realize it was that serious. The food stores soon began to run out. What could starving cats eat? Oh no. Oh, cute. I like his little rappies on the bottom. Kanoe broke that train of thought and regarded what things he'd gathered and then tossed them in a storage pot. He wasn't hungry. Oh yeah, he was out hunting. But he was thirsty, so Kanoe moved to the barrel of water. Okay, so I'm assuming they could get rainwater, probably, most likely. I would assume. He opened it up, dipped his head down, and lapped up some water. He does a little tongue thing. Cute. They're basically just cats. Once he was done, Kanoe covered the barrel again and began to stretch. His eyelids felt heavy. Being out in the rain this long would probably make him sick. What are these over here? It's like lights or something? Fishing line, maybe? He should rest. Oh, wait, they can't fish. I forgot. That probably rejects them, too. Kanoe wiped his lips and returned to bed. Okay. I'm wondering. Obviously, water doesn't... what's the word I'm looking for? Reject them? So what if, I'm assuming they could go in the water and like fish or something maybe, but maybe it's the fish themselves rejecting them? I don't know, it's a strange loophole that might be possible. Kanoe finished grooming and curled up under the blanket. Cute. He breathed in the familiar scent of home and his eyes closed. His tail curled around his body. Oh my god, he's being a potato. For a moment, the screams echoed in his head, but he dismissed the thought, okay? Kanoe huddled down, alone, but he wasn't lonely. In fact, he was used to solitude. And he's a cat. Cats are, like, usually lone creatures. I mean, they are part human, it looks like, though. Today was cold. Maybe tomorrow will be bright and warm, and he could dry off. With these thoughts in mind, Kanoe fell asleep. Just like he wanted, the next day was warm. Cute. Nice warm day for a little kitty cat. He woke up, stretched out, and began to groom himself. Man, he groomed himself a lot. Then he took his wet bag and coat and hung them up to dry in the light of the day's moon. That is a good detail. I like that they paid attention to the fact that he couldn't build a fire, so he had to wait for it to be warm in the morning when it stopped raining. Cute little detail. Oh wait, a day moon. He put out his claws, picked up a nut tea, and went outside to begin his daily routine by inspecting his territory. Wait a minute, how far apart are these houses? Looks like a pretty big area, though. Oh, we're here. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like 13, maybe 14 houses, if those are each houses. 15, 16. I'm assuming that's the boundaries. Probably like 14 houses. Yes, this is Karu. Interesting. On the southwest side of Sisa was a village named Karu. Wait, what? The male cats here were raised from birth to be strong fighters. Wait, we're in Karu, right? But after their arrival in the void, just surviving took all their strength. The village seemed silent and dead. There were homes here and there, but it was rare to see cats outside, like little hobbit homes. They kept to themselves. I can imagine why. Kanoe finished looking over his territory and returned home. By then, the moon of light had already begun to set. Sisa did not have a sun, just a moon of light and a moon of shadow. Okay, is that what they're... Wait a minute, is that what they're... So they don't have a sun. I was assuming the day moon was just what they called, like, the sun because it's out during the day. Let's see. No one really knew why. I mean, I could question why. And it had been this way since the dawn of the Rebecan race. That's not capitalized. According to legend, the sun sank into the sea long ago. Interesting. Or, Sisa, where the Rebecca lived, was surrounded on all sides by a sea that was colored golden, supposedly colored by the fallen sun. Oh, give me a minute. All this talking, I definitely brought some water with me. I want to be able to probably do this for 2 or 3 hours, but I definitely need a sip of water. Oh, much better. Let's see. Sisa, where the Rebecca lived, was surrounded on all sides by a sea that was colored golden, supposedly colored by the fallen sun. My throat gets very dry when I talk this consistently. Instead of a sun, they now had 2 moons. The moon of shadow and the moon of light. Okay. From the west, the moon of light rose and shone brightest at noon, while the moon of shadow rose from the east to look over the earth after dark. Wait a minute. Do I have it backwards? Doesn't in real life the sun rise in the east? Oh wait, no, I'm misreading that. Never mind. I thought they were like making opposites, but I got those confused. Okay. So it had been passed down from generation to generation. When the sun fell into the sea, the world was shrouded in darkness. I see you, Deltarune. Lamento beyond the void, predicting the void in Deltarune like 17 years before Deltarune came out. It definitely feels like it could be a line from a Deltarune, though. The wife of our god divided the moon in 2, so that it would always shine down on our world. Let's shine down. Wait, who's Toucan was said to be the... Oh, Toucan was said to be the god who shaped this world. I thought they were just introducing this guy to nowhere. It was said that he was so named because he walked on legs like 2 sticks. I mean, so do the Rebecca, though, it looks like, right? They're bipedal. He was sometimes also called Solidwig. Interesting. The name of the race, the Rebecca, came from the name of this god's wife, who is said to have the shape of a cat. Wait, what? Okay, if I'm getting this right, Toucan is like some kind of humanoid, but the wife was a cat. Alright. That's a bit, strange. I'm probably reading into that wrong. The Rebecca knew what cats looked like from reading the ancient texts left by the Toucans. Okay. Despite the difference in size, their ears and tails were the same, so they were a straight-up cat then. That's weird. And so the Rebecca called one another cats. Okay. Wait, do cats still exist then? What Toucan looked like was something long forgotten. Only the name gave the cats a clue to what he could look like. He probably looked like you. He probably was just a cat person. Kanoe headed towards the village with the light of dusk warm on his back. Wait, light of dusk? I thought it was morning. Today, Tokino was supposed to come by. Tokino! He was a peddler cat from Sisa's largest town, Ranson. Okay, so we got different towns. Interesting, I like that. We're not just confined to a village. About the same age as Kanoe, Tokina helped his father with his work. His mother, however, had died shortly after she gave birth to him. Yeah, sounds like a good way not to have another character to introduce. Kanoe's parents were also deceased, also very anime. His father before he was even born, and his mother passed of illness when he was young. I wonder what his father died from. He didn't have a closer relationship with other village cats, but this was fine with him. Sounds very cat-like. He hated the cats in this village. That also sounds familiar. Try getting two male cats who don't know each other in the same room. They're not going to like each other 99.9% of the time. No one helped anyone else. Everyone only looked out for their own interest. Yeah, they're cats. But he could live alone. So far, he didn't need the help of other cats. And even when faced with death, Kanoe didn't think he'd want it. Wait, what? And even when faced with death, Kanoe didn't... Oh, he didn't want the help of them even when he's dying. Okay, I read that wrong. But Takino is different. Even when they first met, they got along well, as odd as that was to him. Okay, so Takino's coming to the village? How, if the void is everywhere? Is the void... No, that wouldn't be right. Is the void just affecting the village? I said it was coming in from all edges, though. I don't know. We'll find out, I'm sure. Takino was carefree and easygoing. But Kanoe was just the opposite. He's a little stoic cat boy. Maybe that could work out. Takino always shared stories about Ranson. Kanoe, who never left Karo, enjoyed these stories. Maybe if you leave Karo, you could avoid the goddamn Black Plague coming. You ever think of that, Kanoe? There is nothing for you here, not a dang thing. Alright. Ooh, slide screen. God, these are such pretty images. Like, I love these. These will be like a really pretty, like, painting. Wasn't he supposed to arrive soon? I want to live here if it was, like, nicer people. It's very pretty. Kanoe quickened his pace.
Oi!
Oh, voice. There we go. Suddenly, a voice called out from behind him, straightforward and severe.
Mate yo, Konoe.
Oh? It was a familiar voice. Kanoe had a bad feeling. Oh, I thought it was Tokino. He tried to ignore it at first, but stopped when he heard a low growl. This will become troublesome. Oh my god, I hope my, like, mouse clicks are not, like, loud. Oh no, I didn't realize that. Oh well. Oh, I don't trust those eyes. He looks like a feral, like, male cat who's looking to fight. When he looked around, he saw the male cat he suspected. It was Sin. What a name! Silhouetted black against the evening moon. The other cat lowered his ears aggressively. Bro.
今日こそ決着をつけようぜ。
Okay.
何度も言ってるが、
I
あそ
thought it
こ
was
は俺の
Kanoe.
縄張りだ。
Are they gonna fight? Territory. Kanoe made his disdain for that term quite clear. Oh, you're above territories, aren't you, Mr. Catboy? Sin and Kanoe's territory overlapped a bit. Pretty sure that's natural in nature, though. Most animals, like, territories overlap. Like, very few animals have, like, just a whole land to themselves that no one's overlaps with. Sin and Kanoe had fought over territory before. Oh, they fought before. Soon their territories overlapped, but it was to such a small degree that Kanoe considered it trivial, so he's just looking for a fight. Quarrels like these were non-common. My god, they are literally just feral male cats. Despite the hunger, the cat's fighting spirit remained alive and well. I think he's just a dumbass. Or maybe it was exactly that hunger that made them so on edge. Honestly, he looks like someone who would fight even if, like, there's no territory involved. He doesn't have very intelligent eyes. Sid narrowed his eyes, speaking of which gleamed with delight. The need to divert one's mind was disguised as a territorial dispute. It was rather depressing. Come to think of it, he always considered it that way. Besides, Tokino was probably waiting for him at the village entrance. I mean, probably.
何度も何度も本当に懲りないなお前。縄張りって言ったってほんの少し道がかぶってるだけだろ。そんなの俺
That
はど
bit,
うだっ
like,
ていい。
it's just like a little cul-de-sac. That's just by the road, and he's like, I'm gonna fight you over it. And another one's like, I don't give a shit.
あれがお前の縄張りだって
If
言
you
う
want
なら
this,
それでいいから
I can't
勝手に
read
し
the
ろよ。
line. Okay, he's trying to compromise. Good. Little creamsicle cat boy.
そうはいかねえ。俺はな、お前のそういう
Why?
鼻っ
He
柱の
literally
強いと
gave
こ
it
ろ
to
を
you,
コ
you
テンパンに
dumbass.
叩き潰してやらないと気が済まないんだよ。
Oh my god. He literally gave it to you. What more do you want? Oh my god. What do you mean beat it out of you, though? He literally gave it to you. Sin growled from in the depth of his throat. What did he want?
この野郎!
Oh my lord. Sin threw himself at Kanoe. I can already tell Sin's an idiot. Kanoe jumped back quickly and drew his sword. Sin's blade aimed several stabs at Kanoe's throat. What? Kanoe blocked these blows, okay? While parrying Sin's blade with his own, Kanoe gathered power at the left side of his body. Man, he knows how to fight pretty well for someone whose parents died when they were like 5 or something. He then lashed his left hand out to claw Sin's chest. Oh. Sharp fingernails tore Sin's clothing. Okay. It's Sin that's get got. This gave Kanoe a chance to aim for one of Sin's arms, the one that held the knife. Right at the last second, Sin pulled away and kicked up his leg. Both of them separated, opening up some distance between them. The air between the two of them was scorching hot with tension. Oh my god, of course he's a white cat too. White cats, they're always like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Especially with little creamsicle. They're like, I just want to be a friend, I'm just a little birthday boy. Meanwhile, the white cat's just like, I'm gonna fuck you up, get out of my space. Sin shouted with intense murderous intent, and the two of them stared each other down, growling. Before he knew it, Kanoe's ears folded back. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right. The hair on his body stood on end as his pupils contracted in needle-like slits. In times of extreme agitation, the pupils of Rebecca narrowed. I'm pretty sure that's not just cat people. I'm pretty sure that's like most mammals. Because I think that happens with humans too. It was impossible to lie with eyes like that, no matter how much a cat may pretend to be calm. Sin cried out and charged forward at Kanoe again. There goes. He will not stop. Kanoe bared his fang and brandished his sword. My god. He dropped down low to avoid an attack, feeling a sharp wind in his cheek. There goes. I like that little flip. At the same time, he twisted and aimed a kick at Sin's lower body. Kick him in the nuts! Kick him in the nuts, Kanoe! Sin noticed his movement and began to shift, but Kanoe was able to make his heel connect with Sin's side. You deserve this, you fucking clod. He has, like, anime, antagonist eyes. He doesn't seem very intelligent, and he's a white cat. He has, like, 3 bad things going for him. Sin lost his balance, and Kanoe pushed off from the ground, pouncing. Pounce him on him, Kanoe. Get his throat. He kicked off the trunk of a tree to accelerate further. How far away was he? And pushed off towards Sin. I thought you were like 5 feet away from him. Sin tried to stand up and jump back, but within another instant, Kanoe's shadow was over him. Ooh, cute background. Like the, bamboo, maybe? How are they collecting it, though, if... Let's just get back to the story. Let's not question these backgrounds. Sin was caught in a cloud of dust kicked up when he fell. Kanoe pressed his struggling body down by pushing a knee against his chest, then dug his claws into Sin's shoulder and bared his fangs. Let me adjust my headphones real quick. Once again, I'm really hoping the clickies from my mouse is not being picked up as badly as I think it is. In his right hand, Kanoe brandished his sword. A frightened look enters Sin's eyes. I was reading those like two different words. I was very confused. Kanoe stabbed his sword into the ground, right beside Sin's face. Did he get him? Sin's eyes opened wide and his mouth opened and closed voicelessly several times. Man, I feel no sympathy for Sin. He's being a dumbass in like times of desperation for no reason. Kanoe brought his face close. Sorry about that. Kanoe brought his face close enough to feel the downy fur of his opponent's ears and stared into Sin's eyes. Lovingly? I'm sure he does.
I
don't trust him. You're the one who started this, dumbass. I know you're not gonna be the one to end it. The intense aggression of Sin's was now gone now. His eyes were open, his pupils dilated wide. Kanoe stood up and withdrew his sword from the ground. Sin panicked and stood up, his tail between his legs. Good! Put your damn tail between your legs, you rat bastard. Kanoe began to walk away. Don't turn your back on him. You need to hurry to get to the village entrance. Oh, wait. So Sin's not an orphan then? He also has dirtbag parents, probably. Kanoe had been walking, but now stopped in his tracks. Those words he heard lit a flame somewhere in his heart. What does being an orphan have to do with any of this? Why'd this guy need to bring up trivial things like this? Yeah, game. Why? I'm very confused on why. Kanoe turned, pulled out his sword, and threw it. It was stuck in the earth near the fallen Sin's feet, and a miserable scream echoed. God, what's that again? God, the art style is kinda... Like, when they're turned like this, it looks... their face just looks different. I don't know what it is. I mean, it is a BL game from 2006. I'm surprised there's no Yaoi hand yet. Sin curled his tail between his legs and fled when he heard Kanoe's strong tone. Get out of here, Sin! Get! Kanoe's a good boy. Once he saw that Sin's figure was leaving for sure this time, Kanoe walked off at a brisk pace. Just a little tail in the air, all proud. Honestly, he deserved that, though. A rough breath escaped, filled with pent-up anger. Orphans, what a trivial thing. What? When other cats talked about it, it didn't matter. Still, when other cats pointed it out, Kanoe felt angry. Wait. When other cats talked about it, didn't matter. When other cats pointed out... Wait, that makes sense? Aren't when they're talking about it, wouldn't they just be pointing it out? I don't know. He had respected his parents over anyone else. I mean, yeah, they're your parents. Kanoe had a memory from when he was young, when his mother told him, "Oh, you are a precious child of this earth, and you are loved." Oh, my heart! So cute, his little Kanoe with his mama. So cute. I want to see her. But what was love? Kanoe couldn't answer it. Something like that didn't seem real to him. It seemed important, despite being impossible to understand. Yet it's not that hard to understand. You had parents and you loved them. Without pausing his feet, Kanoe surveyed his surroundings. Oh, so they do get kind of a little territory. Oh, a little territory. No matter how much noise he made, no other cats had exited their homes. Okay, so I'm assuming they got their, like, little territories, like, maybe like that? I don't know. It was normal in Karu. The battles. And their victims. Maybe some of them even thought it was good the other cats died. I mean, yeah, they were eating them, right? Because... And maybe that way they could overcome the starvation just a little longer. I was right again. This game. Loving it, but my god. I'm good at predicting shit. Little... I don't know why I was about to say cute little dots. What's wrong with me? The evening moon dyed the sky red. Something stirred inside him. Maybe something exciting would come to pass, so he thought. I mean, maybe you shouldn't wish for that. There's multiple routes in this game, and I remember one of them at apparently 50 plus hours. You were gonna have a lot of excitement coming your way, Konoe.